Okay, so now we're at number 10. This is, who is it?
Should be.
Me. Now, thank you for that surprise. This is just procedural stuff, and it's required by law, so there's no change in what we've been doing for ages. Is that right, Helen?
That's correct.
Would you like to say anything towards it?
No, this is a statutory governance document that all Canterbury territorial authorities and the regional council need to consider. What is within it is stipulated by law. There's very little opportunity for this council at this stage to make any changes.
So, okay, so I'll move it. Yes, sorry. Pauline, then Yanni.
Noting on 4.4, the draft agreement does not preclude local authorities from entering into other agreements among themselves. So it doesn't mean it can't be altered going forward.
Different agreements, yes.
It'd have to be a whole new agreement. But it's possible.
It's possible, yes. But in terms of adopting an agreement today, which must be done by all councils before the 1st of March, the ability to renegotiate anything before the 1st of March would be minimal, I would suggest. Mm-hmm. But this agreement stays in place until the next one is agreed to, whenever that may be.
Whenever it is. Yep, thank you.
Okay, Yanni?
Thanks. I'm just trying to understand, like, how do we as a council have input into the work program of the Mayoral Forum?
That's the Mayoral Forum is a joint committee. There is a work program that is prepared. It's probably starting to get into questions which beyond what I can answer today, but I'm sure that that can be provided. Right. The mayor is the representative, as with all mayors, and there are other work streams that accompany the work that the Mayoral Forum itself does amongst chief executives, amongst senior policy people and so forth.
But I guess I'm just concerned that there's a lot of duplication happening at a Canterbury level and a greater Christchurch level and at a local council level, and we don't seem to have any ability as a council. I can't remember when we've last sort of been asked what the priorities should be. But the one thing that we have asked for is a regional approach to funding the new stadium, which doesn't seem to have been progressed through the Mayoral Forum at all. And I've read through their priorities, it's not even on the work program. So can I move an amendment that we actually ask that be put onto the priorities for the Canterbury Mayoral Forum? And I've sent some wording through to Samantha.
Okay, I'm afraid I haven't seen that wording, Councillor.
I mean,
I've just been passed a note about that.
Yeah.
But this agreement is not about capital contributions. This is purely about how the councils work together.
Right. Well, then can we ask that the Mayoral Forum explore the opportunities collectively, or how we can work together around a capital contribution? I mean, we do make reference to the water management strategy, which seems kind of weird that we would highlight one work program but miss the thing that we've repeatedly asked to happen, which hasn't seemed to have gone anywhere.
Can I suggest that this is actually outside the scope of what this agreement is about today before you? That is a separate matter which can be taken out in a different way, and I'm sure that the Chief Executive will be able to provide some more information about the interrelationship between the different joint committees that cover Greater Christchurch and the Canterbury region.
But isn't that, well, that's exactly what the new stadium is.
Process would be
I
to
can
ask.
read the law out, but it doesn't. This is in terms of this is an agreement about how the authorities work together. If there are to be regional activities, they have to be proposed at a regional level by the regional council. This is beyond what we can amend today.
I don't quite understand the purpose of this. Like, I thought this was the opportunity where we as a council say, these are the things we want to work with our neighbouring councils for the Triennial, and this is the agreement of how we'll do it.
Helen's pointed out that we can't in this.
Well, it's just a request. Surely we can. I think Sam's indicated he's happy to second. I'm not if he doesn't. I think it'll be quicker if we just put it up, vote for it, and they'll either ignore it or not.
Making a request to the forum.
Yeah.
Well, as part of the work program for
Can
the
ask them to do
Triennial.
anything. Whether they'll do it is,
You put it in
point
there.
of
but I think they'll say it's beyond their scope.
Yeah, I just wonder whether that's contravening our agreement, because it says item 7, significant new activities, when a party is considering a major policy initiative or proposal that may have implications for the other parties, they will give early notification to the affected parties, which we're not doing.
Well, can we
I
then
think the
ask?
question needs to be, what is the process?
Can we
for
then ask
getting
what,
that
when the
through?
priorities will come to how the Mayoral Forum will set the priorities and how we have input into that? Because they've got priorities now, and you could argue that shared economic prosperity actually would cover the investment. We've also got a destination management strategy that they're supposed to have done, which makes reference to our new facilities as well.
Can I suggest what I just repeat what I said earlier in relation to the chief executive providing all members with a memo to that effect of how the priorities are set and the ability of the council to influence those priorities.
And with
Through
regard,
the mayor, so we would request our mayor to take that proposal
I can
to
do.
the
I
forum.
talk to we just generally talk. I haven't formally gone to them. You talk to the other mayors there, and it's only really the ones that are in our group, not the ones that are further afield. So
I think
you can't go and
following
ask
from
someone.
what Yanni's saying, I do.
just crazy.
I think
Shall we just stop for 5 minutes and get our head round this, and then we'll just pause for 2 or 3 minutes and get our head around it, and then we'll come back and do it.
If I could just, I don't know if this is the form. I think we need to get together and get an agreement going forward, and then give a clear direction to staff to what we want to put forward to the mayoral.
But this is a governance group. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know, but we're having a wild
We'll stop
discussion here.
right there. Just pause it right there if you wouldn't mind, and we'll just have a wee chit chat and see, and then come back. Thank you.